If you're planning a Walt Disney World vacation and looking for a resort that feels cozy, fun, and a little New Orleans flair, and full of Disney charm, then you're going to love Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter. This hidden gem is one of Disney's most unique moderate resorts, inspired by the lively streets of New Orleans' historic French Quarter, with colorful buildings, jazz vibes, and family-friendly magic around every corner. Hi, we're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and today we're taking you on a tour of Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter, sharing what makes it special, why families love it, and a few fun facts you might not know. Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter is smaller, more intimate resort compared to some of the larger Disney hotels. That's a big win for families because everything is so much closer together. No long walks back to your room after a full day at the parks, and the whole resort is easy to navigate, even with a stroller. The theme here is pure New Orleans. Everything from wrought-iron balconies, cobblestone-style paths, fountains, and Mardi Gras-inspired decor everywhere you look. It's festive, colorful, and honestly, feels like you are stepping into a Disney version of Louisiana. To give you a little backstory, Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter originally opened on May 17, 1991. At its debut, it was simply known as the Disney's Port Orleans Resort. It initially opened with 432 guest rooms across 3 buildings, before later expanding to its current 1,008 room capacity. On April 1st of 2001, the resort officially merged with the neighboring Dixie's Landing Resort to become a single property. The original Port Orleans was renamed to Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter, and the Dixie Landings Resort became Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside. Stay tuned, as our next video will be a deep dive into the Riverside part of Disney's Port Orleans Resort. A fun fact about the French Quarter side of the resort is that it was actually Disney's first resort designed with a moderate category in mind. For those of you that don't know, Disney categorizes their hotels into 4 different categories. They have value, which are best for budget-conscious families. They historically vibrate with over-the-top Disney theming, like a giant Buzz Lightyear or even larger-than-life yo-yo toys. Some of these resorts include Pop Century and Art of Animation. The second tier is where Port Orleans French Quarter falls within, which is their moderate resorts. This is where a lot of Disney enthusiasts find the sweet spot with balancing cost, with more refined landscaping and additional amenities. The theming is still immersive, however, more subtle. You also get a larger room at around 314 square feet. The third tier of resorts are the deluxe resorts. These are top-tier luxury hotels with the best proximity and transportation to the parks. Think Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Disney's Contemporary Resort, and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. These resorts are within walking, monorail, or boat distance to the park. You even get more space with 344 to 440 square foot. The last category, and usually the most expensive, is the deluxe villas. These villas are part of Disney's Vacation Club, but are bookable by any guest. These rooms are ideal for larger groups or families and longer stays. These rooms can vary from a studio, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and even 3-bedroom grand villas. The best part about these rooms is that they will include a full kitchen and an in-room washer and dryer. Some resorts that have these villas include Disney's Riviera Resort and Disney's Old Key West Resort. Come on, if you've had a long day at the pool, sometimes it's just nice to be able to do your wash in your room. Okay, bear with me because this is going to be a little bit long, but we want to give you everything we know about the rooms. So Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter consists of 7 guest room buildings containing a total of 1,008 rooms, as I mentioned before. The buildings are numbered 1 through 7 for easy identification, and all of them are 3 stories tall, housing 144 guest rooms each. The rooms have undergone a full refurbishment as of 2025 and into early 2026, featuring a refreshed design inspired by The Princess and the Frog with colorful Mardi Gras accents. Also, as of 2026, the resort has simplified its booking categories to focus on physical location of the room rather than specific views such as river or garden views. There are 3 standard rooms you and your family can choose from at Port Orleans French Quarter. First are the standard location rooms, which contain 2 queen beds and sleep up to 4 adults. These rooms are located in buildings 1, 6, and 7, and typically offer views of the garden, courtyard, or parking areas. The rooms cost anywhere from $315 per night all the way up to $475 per night. Second, you will have the preferred location, which is still 2 queen beds that can sleep up to 4 adults. These rooms are in buildings 2, 3, 4, and 5, placing you and your family closest to the lobby, dining, and transportation options. These rooms will cost you more per night, averaging out to be about $347 all the way up to $550 per night. The last category is the king bed, which is a specific category for rooms with 1 king-size bed accommodating up to 2 adults. These rooms are the most expensive of all, being anywhere from $366 per night all the way up to $570 per night. All guest rooms are approximately 314 square feet. The refurbished rooms feature hard surface floors throughout, elevated beds, which we know we all love because we can shove our luggage under there, and artwork of Princess Tiana and her friends. The bathrooms consist of a vanity area with 2 sinks, something that Jack and I always love. We just love 2 sinks. And this is separated from the main room by a sliding barn door, while the toilet and the shower are in a separate room with a door. Many renovated rooms now feature a walk-in shower instead of a tub, so keep that in mind if you have little kids. That's something Jack and I are a little disappointed in, just because we have a 2-year-old and she loves to take baths. It's just easier. She's still not into the shower yet. So when the hotels actually have a tub, it makes our life much easier. I'm sure many of you will find this disappointing just like us if your kids are used to bathing in a tub, because it's just, as you know, the shower can be a little bit of a predicament sometimes. Our daughter just screams when I've had to do it before, and I just feel so bad, and we do it as fast as possible and try to make it as fun as possible. So, each room is equipped with modern essentials for a comfortable and relaxing stay. There's a beverage cooler, so think a small mini fridge for drinks and snacks. I wouldn't really say it's large enough to keep your leftovers from dinner, but you could always try. There is also a coffee station with a Keurig machine with contemporary Joffrey's coffee. Other in-room amenities include a TV, complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, an in-room safe, iron and ironing board, hair dryer, and digital thermostat. Unfortunately, there is no in-room laundry, therefore you have to make your way over to the laundry on the levee, which is their 24-hour self-service laundromat. It's located near the Doubloon Lagoon pool and behind the Mardi Gras pool bar. As of the recording of this video, which was early 2026, the price is $350 per load for both washing and drying. these machines are no longer accepting coins. Therefore, you can either pay by scanning a QR code on the machine to use a web portal or by downloading the CSC Go app. So, pro tip, if using the CSC Go app, it often provides you 25 cents off per load. Now, Jack and I like to save money anywhere we can, so that's why we wanted to share it with you so you can save money as well, because I recommend downloading the app just to save that 25 cents. You never know where it can go afterwards. If you're in need of laundry supplies, you can either find supplies at the gift shop, or there is a vending machine right inside the door of the laundry area to the right. The vending machine in the laundry room sells single-use packets of detergent and fabric softener, each for $1. The standard wash takes about 30 minutes, while the drying cycle typically lasts about 60 minutes. That gives you enough time to step outside, hop in the pool, or pop over to Mardi Gras pool bar for a drink or snack. Or if you're like me, like I said, sit by the pool and just soak up the sun. I love laying out and just feeling the warm Florida sun on my face. The best part, if you step away from the laundry room, is that French Quarter offers real-time monitoring along with text alerts to make you aware of when your load is complete. How great is that? You don't even have to worry because you'll get alerted that your wash or dryer is done. So if your time is valuable to you and you don't want to waste it by waiting around in the laundry room, the French Quarter also offers valet laundry and dry cleaning services. To have this service, you have to select it with housekeeping on your room phone to schedule a pickup. There is a laundry bag and price list located in your room closet. Your items are picked up by 9 a.m. and are historically returned to you by 7 p.m. the same day. The charges are then applied directly to your room or account. Leave us a comment down below if you've stayed since the rooms have been updated and what you think of them. Also, are you the type that will go do your laundry if you're doing a long stay, or do you just do the valet laundry or dry cleaning? After all of that room talk, which, like I said, I knew it was going to be long, but we wanted to give you everything that we know about the rooms so you feel prepared, let's get into some of the amenities. First off, if you're anything like me and love the sun and pools, then choosing a resort with a pool worth visiting is high priority. For me, this is one of those pools worth visiting. For starters, it has a 51-foot long snaking blue sea serpent water slide named Scales. How can you beat having a slide at the pool? I would happily slide down all day long if I could. I love slides. For those of you with kids, another really cool aspect is the aquatic play area. This is a separate fenced splash pad designed for children 48 inches and under. It features child-sized tube slides, water cannons, and fountains in Mardi Gras colors. Our daughter loves this area, and it is so fun to play with her through this. To make the pool even more fun, Recreation hosts lead family-friendly games, trivia, and pool parties daily, typically between the hours of 12:30 p.m. and 2 p.m. If that doesn't scream fun, I'm not sure what does. Just to have your whole family involved and they actually put on little events, I just think that's so inviting. If you're looking for a more relaxed time, there is a separate hot tub area slightly tucked away for that more relaxed feel. The pool is also heated to a standard 82 degrees Fahrenheit year-round and has a maximum depth of 4 feet 6 inches, which can be entered via steps. The overall theming of the pool is amazing. It has giant Mardi Gras figures, including an all-alligator jazz band featuring water spouts. I love it in here. The slide and the little aquatic center are my absolute favorite. If a pool or splash pad isn't for your family, because I know it's not for everybody, there is a playground. the French Quarter has you covered with a playground that's compact, whimsical, and located in a courtyard adjacent to the Doubloon Lagoon pool. It offers convenient space for your kids to burn off energy in a setting inspired by New Orleans culture. The playground isn't for 2-year-olds, it's 5 to 12-year-olds, I believe. So if you do have younger kids, it might be a little bit hard for them to play here. It makes it a little hard on our daughter right now, but she can still do a little bit as long as I'm following her the entire time. So definitely keep that in mind. It is for about the 5 to 12-year-olds. But hey, anything that can let your kids burn energy, I support. I know when we're planning our vacations in Florida, we mainly think, hey, it's going to be sunny every day because it's Florida. But on those rainy days, at least the French Quarter has you covered with South Quarter games. This is the primary arcade at the resort and offers a selection of approximately 50 family-friendly games. They have everything from air hockey to pinball to even Guitar Hero. The arcade is open daily from 8 to 11. So keep that in mind. If it does happen to be a rainy day, try not to let it ruin your whole trip because you can keep yourself a little entertained in there. If arcades aren't for you and retail therapy is, then make sure you stop into Jackson Square Gifts and Desires. This is French Quarter's primary retail and convenience location, located directly off the main lobby. The general store serves as a one-stop shop for resort-specific souvenirs. Did you know you needed a Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter shirt? Or how about a cup about beignets? Neither did I, but they have them there waiting for you to buy. They also have all of your other favorite Disney souvenirs here you can pick up. You can even find travel essentials like sunscreen and over-the-counter medicine, along with some basic food items like milk, snacks, and beverages that you can take back to your room. The coolest part about this store is they even have coffee and beignet mix from Café du Monde, the world-famous place in New Orleans. On our last trip, I even found a king cake mix. I love king cake, and so, of course, we had to buy it and try it. To be continued because we haven't made it yet. But I am so looking forward to it because coming from Ohio, king cake was a big thing. And here in Florida, even though we do have Disney and they celebrate Mardi Gras, it's hard to find king cakes. We've only really looked into it at Publix. But in Ohio, almost all the bakeries, like the local bakeries, make king cakes. So that is something I absolutely miss about not living there anymore. After a long day at the park, or hanging out around the resort if you've had a pool day or an arcade day, the fun doesn't stop at French Quarter when night falls. They host 2 popular evening recreational activities, the Cajun Campfire and Movies Under the Stars. These events are located on the French Quarter Green, the lush lawn situated between buildings 5 and 6. Every evening from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., the resort will host a Cajun campfire. During this time, you and your family are provided complimentary marshmallows and roasting sticks. However, complete s'mores kits, including the graham crackers and chocolates, are available for purchase, for $7 each. After, enjoy your marshmallows. Make your way over to the lawn where you're able to watch the complimentary screening of your favorite Disney films outdoors in the fresh evening air. As of the recording of this video, which, like I mentioned earlier, is early 2026, the movies start at 8 p.m. and take place on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The movies are Elio on Sunday, the 1992 version of Aladdin on Tuesday, Moana 2 on Thursday, and Toy Story on Saturday. Let us know down in the comments how you roast your marshmallow. And would you spend the $7 on the kit? Most of the time, Jack and I go cheap and we save the money, and so we just get the free marshmallows. He's a burnt marshmallow man all through and through, and I'm the like barely toasted. I want the middle, like I would rather have my marshmallow microwave, to be honest with you, than over a fire. So I like barely want the outside to be crispy, but I want the inside to be like super melty, which is hard to do. But I try to figure it out every time. As if everything I've already mentioned wasn't enough, the resort also offers two other paid for activities: painting on the bayou and mosaic class. Painting on the Bayou is an instructor-led canvas painting class designed to help you tap into your inner artist while following a step-by-step tutorial. The class is held on Mondays at 1 p.m. and is $45 per person. The class typically focuses on a Disney-themed design that changes periodically. For example, it'll be like Princess and the Frog or Stitch. This class is recommended for guests ages 12 and up. The other paid activity is the mosaic class. Here, you can design your own mosaic masterpiece using glass, times, and gems, often featuring a resort-specific shape like a Mardi Gras mask or a Mickey silhouette. The class lasts about 2 hours because the mosaic needs time to set. Space is limited for both of these classes, so advanced reservations are highly encouraged. You can book by visiting or calling the Riverside Levee Marina at 407-934-5507, and I'll put that up on the screen just in case you want to use it. Other activities around the French Quarter that can also lead you over to Riverside include a jogging trail, horse-drawn carriage ride, and bike rentals. The jogging trail is a scenic promenade that winds along the banks of the Sassagoula River, connecting the resort over to the Riverside Resort. The primary 1.7-mile paved promenade connects both the French Quarter and Riverside. However, a shorter, roughly 1-mile loop is also available that stays primarily within the French Quarter area. For the horse-drawn carriage rides, along with the bike rentals, you will need to make your way over to the Riverside Levee Marina over at the Riverside Resort. Stay tuned for our next video where we will talk more about these benefits at the stay of the Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside, but just know that both of these resorts you can get to by walking, and it's really not that far of a walk. So if you are interested in the horse-drawn carriage or the bike rentals, picking them up on Riverside, it's not going to be like a mile long for you to get over there. It'll be a quick like 5 to 8 minute walk. Let us know down below what your favorite activity to do at the resort is. Leave an emoji so we can all guess what it might be. I know what you're thinking when you're staying at the French Quarter. I'm eating beignets for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, why not? And when you can have beignets like that at your fingertips, why wouldn't you? But for those of us who can't live on sugar, Port Orleans French Quarter has several quick service dining options for you and your family. We'll go over those now. Sassagoula Floats and Food Factory. This is the resort's main dining venue, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The atmosphere of this food court is so much fun. It is Mardi Gras themed with a variety of stations offering American classics and New Orleans inspired options. Items include everything from burgers, pizza, salad, to po' boys, jambalaya, shrimp and grits, gumbo, and so much more. Second is Scat Cat's Club Lounge / Lounge and Bar. Looking for a place to relax and grab a cocktail? This will be your spot. Scat Cats serves beer, wine, cocktails, and light appetizers. On select nights, live jazz music enhances the New Orleans vibe, making this a great place to unwind after a long day in the parks. Right next to the lounge is Scat Cat's cafe window. This is where you can grab those delicious Mickey beignets. Throughout the year, they even have specialty flavored beignets, so be on the lookout if they have those while you're here. Along with beignets, you can grab beverages throughout the day. Jack and I's favorite is the Beignet ice cream sundae. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite is, or if they're still on your must-try list. Mardi Gras poolside bar, located by Doubloon Lagoon Pool, is your classic pool bar serving frozen drinks, cocktails, and light refreshments during daytime and early evening hours. Now, keep in mind, there is no table service restaurant located inside Port Orleans French Quarter itself. If you want a sit-down dinner after you've been walking all day long at the parks and just want to be catered to, a great option nearby is Boatwright's Dining Hall, which offers Cajun-inspired meals at the sister resort, Port Orleans Riverside, which, as I mentioned earlier, is just a short walk away. If Cajun-inspired sit-down is not calling your name, though, hop on a boat over to Disney Springs, which will give you a plethora of delicious dining options. Jack and I's favorite budget-friendly restaurant is Earl of Sandwich. We both love the Chipotle chicken avocado sandwich. Pro tip, if you are going to get that sandwich, ask for extra Chipotle sauce on it. It is amazing. The best part of the sandwich, honestly. Leave us a comment on what your favorite Disney Springs restaurant is. One of the biggest advantages of staying on Disney World property is the transportation options. They have everything from complimentary to paid transportation options for you and your family to navigate the whole Walt Disney World Resort. The complimentary transportation options include the Disney bus service, Disney water transportation, and walking paths. To the left of the Port Crochere, you will find the Disney bus service stop. This is only one drop-off and pickup location at French Quarter, and it is where you can grab a bus to Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney's Animal Kingdom. The buses typically run every 20 minutes and start service 45 minutes before theme park opening and continues until 1 hour after theme park closing. Disney's water transportation can be found at the back of the resort along the Sassagoula River. Here, you and your family can pick up a scenic water taxi that can take you to either Disney Springs or Port Orleans Riverside. You will not be able to take the water transportation to any of the theme parks. Boats generally run from 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. with the last departure from the resort at 11 p.m. The day we were there, the boats were not operating due to high winds. The captain explained that if winds exceed 20 miles per hour on a consistent basis, the boats will not run. That is what happened to us that day. So keep that in mind that they might not run on a day you're there either. The last complimentary option is the walking path along the Sassagoula River. This is a paved, scenic walking path connecting French Quarter and Riverside. This allows you and your family easy access to the amenities and dining options not only at the French Quarter, but also at Riverside. The paid option to get around Walt Disney World Resort is the minivan services. This is a private Disney-themed vehicle that can be booked via the Lyft app for direct transportation anywhere on Disney property. This is a great option for your family, especially if you're in need of car seats, because these vehicles comes equipped with those. Pro tip, use the My Disney Experience app for real-time bus arrival times and turn-by-turn navigation throughout the resort. Comment on your favorite mode of transportation around Walt Disney World Resort. Jack and I's least favorite for us has to be the bus transportation. Waiting around for a bus along with our daughter that doesn't love riding on them, along with how crowded they can fill them and be at times, doesn't make for the best experience for us or other families on board. So, why do families love Port Orleans French Quarters, you might ask? It's smaller, quieter, and easier to manage with kids. It has one of the best pool areas of any moderate resort. The theming is immersive, but not overwhelming. And do not get us started about those Mickey beignets. Honestly, they deserve their own category and a whole video to themselves. If you're looking for a resort that feels fun, charming, and peaceful, without the price tag of a deluxe resort, Port Orleans French Quarter is the right choice for you and your family. Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter is one of Walt Disney World's most underrated resorts, offering families a perfect mix of fun, comfort, and Disney magic. Whether you're relaxing by the pool, enjoying the riverfront views, or grabbing fresh beignets after a park day, this resort truly feels like a vacation within your vacation. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more family travel content. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite part is about Port Orleans French Quarter. Would you stay at Port Orleans French Quarter on your next trip to Disney World? We're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and we'll see you around like a donut.